All right, let's talk about something really cool today, a super fast way to jump into the professional beauty industry. We're going to break down exactly what it takes to become a licensed shampoo stylist, walking through the 300-hour journey that can launch you into a brand new, exciting career.
So you're thinking about a career in the beauty world, right? But the idea of spending years in school just isn't for you. Well, what if I told you there was a way to launch a really rewarding career in way less than a year? Let's get into it.
So, what exactly is a shampoo stylist? First off, let's get one thing straight. This is a licensed professional. And that word licensed is a really big deal. This isn't just some assistant role, it's a specialized career. You're focusing on the art and the science of cleansing, conditioning, scalp care, and all kinds of non-chemical styling.
Okay, so let's dive into what makes this such a unique opportunity. You can think of the Kentucky Shampoo Stylist license as a total game changer. It creates this really focused, accessible way to get your foot in the salon door.
And this is really the core of it all. Think about it. You're not getting bogged down with chemicals, color theory, or cutting right away. Instead, you get to become a master of the foundational services that pretty much every single salon client needs. It's honestly the perfect entry point if you're passionate about the styling side of things and you're eager to start your career, like, now.
But hold on, it's not all just suds and fancy blowouts. To be a real pro, you need to know your stuff. You need a solid foundation, which brings us to the science behind the style. This slide really nails the difference, doesn't it? On one hand, you have what people think it is, just washing hair. But the reality? Oh, it's so much more. The professional reality is a deep dive into things like anatomy, scalp science, and this is a huge one, infection control and client safety. This knowledge is what separates an amateur from a licensed pro.
And these are the absolute pillars of that knowledge. We're talking serious stuff here, like understanding infection control to keep everyone safe. You'll learn the anatomy of the head, neck, and scalp, how to spot skin and scalp disorders, and even the basics of electricity so you can use your tools safely. It all comes down to one thing, making sure you're an expert who clients can trust.
Okay, so once you've got that science down, that's when the real fun begins. This is where we move on to mastering the art of styling. You're going to build your creative toolkit and learn all the hands-on techniques that will have clients loving your work and booking you again and again. And this right here is your styling arsenal. You're going to learn the whole spectrum. Everything from basic and advanced blow-drying techniques to the classics like roller sets and pin curls. Then you get into modern thermal styling with curling wands, elegant updos for special occasions, and you'll even learn how to work with wigs and hair additions. It's a really comprehensive skill set. Let's just take one technique, like using a flat iron, to show you how detailed this gets. It's not just grab the tool and go. No way. It's a 4-step professional process. You start by analyzing the hair type and condition. Then you protect it with the right products. Step 3 is creating clean sections for total control. And only then do you execute the style with the perfect tension and temperature. That's the professional approach you'll bring to every single service. So, you've got the science, you've got the art. What's next? How do you actually get that license in your hand? Let's break down the official 300-hour blueprint. And here it is, the magic number, 300. That's it, 300 total clock hours required by the Kentucky Board of Cosmetology. Think about that for a second. We're talking about a complete career change that can be done in months, not years. It puts you on a serious fast track. So what do you actually do in those 300 hours? Well, the huge majority of it, 175 hours, is dedicated to practical, hands-on training. This is where you're actually doing the work. That's backed up by 100 hours of the science and theory we talked about. And, super important, 25 hours on Kentucky's specific laws and regulations, so you're operating safely and legally from day one.
And this right here, this regulation is so important for your journey. It's basically a built-in safety net. You have to complete 60 hours of practice on mannequins or even your fellow students before you ever work on the public. This gives you this amazing, supportive space to build your confidence, ask questions, and really perfect your technique. All right, you've got the skills, you understand the requirements. What's the final piece of the puzzle? Well, it's all about launching your career and turning all that training into a real, successful profession.
You know, a great program does way more than just teach you how to pass a test. It gets you ready for the real world. That's why this whole thing is packed with career-focused skills, like preparing your resume and nailing an interview. You'll learn about client management, salon business fundamentals, and even how to price your services so you know your value from the second you step on the salon floor. So there you have it. In just 300 hours, you get the science, the art, and the business skills to launch what could be a lifetime of style. So the only question left is, are you ready to begin?